and I want to thank you for coming to my channel. Today we're actually going to do a love reading for the sign of Aries. So a love reading today for the sign of Aries. Okay, so without any further ado, let's get this started. And also thank you so much for coming to my channel. I do appreciate that. If the message do resonate, don't forget to go ahead and comment. Always like and subscribe. You are stopping by, so that would be great. I do love my subscribers. If you comment, I'll definitely return the favor as well. So once again, we are going to do a reading today for the sign of Aries, okay? We're looking for love messages for Aries, okay? So you want to keep in mind here that this reading is not time specific. Whenever you see the reading, it was meant for you to see it at that time. Keep in mind this is a general reading, so all messages may not resonate. You keep what resonates, and you can go ahead and leave the rest behind. That is fine. Okay, so spirits, angels, and ancestors, I ask that you give me the messages needed here. I am looking for love messages for the sign of Aries, okay? Love messages for the sign of Aries. Keep in mind that these readings are not gender specific, so you do apply these readings as it goes to your life as well, okay? All right. Spirits, angels, ancestors, please give me the information needed. What love messages want to come out for the sign of Aries? Okay, so we have, right away, the grass is not greener. I feel stupid. That was the first message. So it seems like this could be a message of reconciliation, somebody from the past. Talk is cheap, but if I had a dime for every line, I'd be a rich man. So, okay, let's see what else we have here. Sign of Aries, love messages for the sign of Aries. So what's going on with the sign of Aries? What's going on? Okay, love messages for the sign of Aries. Love messages for the sign of Aries. Okay, so we had one more that popped out, which was Twin Flame. So, okay. Kind of explains this dynamic here. Just going to go for one more card. One more card. Angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. I'm looking for one more card. One more card, please. That's too many. One more card. One more card. One more card. Ooh. Okay, so one card didn't end up coming out of all of that. One that was flipped over right side up. So I wasn't real with you. Okay. So the message that I'm seeing here for Aries is it's definitely looking like somebody from the past wants to come back and give you an apology, stating that, you know, in the past they weren't really real with you. They did believe that the grass was greener on the other side, so they did go ahead and try to get a taste for those pastures. And they do know in the past they weren't real with you. So with saying talk is cheap, if I had a dime for every line, I'd be a rich man. So what they're telling you is, look, I wasn't real with you. You're right. If you had a dime for every line, you would be a rich man. Because I thought the grass was greener on the other side. But now I realize that I'm connected to you like a moth to a flame. We're soul ties, soul tribes. Okay, so what other messages here? What other love messages are coming out? So it looks like somebody will be coming back for a reconciliation, but let's see. Aries, has there been somebody in the past that has done you wrong? Somebody hurt you? Somebody backstab you? What happened? Figure out what other things they would like to say. What other love messages do we have for Aries? What other love messages do we have for Aries? Angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. What other love messages? So somebody's trying to make a decision here. Somebody's trying to make a decision here. What other messages do we have for Aries here? What other love messages do we have for Aries? Yeah, they're trying to make a decision. I feel like when the decision that they're trying to make is when they're actually going to come forth and expose their feelings here, because they do know that they weren't real with you. So I do think that they do want to make amends and finally come and tell you the truth. Okay, so spirits, ancestors, and angels. Okay. So with these Four of Wands or Four of Swords here, I do feel like Aries is going to be standoffish. So the guard is definitely going to be up. You know that their talk is cheap. You know, you'll hear them out, but you will keep your distance and you will keep your guard up. So that's what I'm seeing as well. Now, you want to keep in mind here that this can be an air sign with these swords appearing like this. Okay? So we also have the Eight of Cups. So walking away. So I think that this message that's going to be coming out for some of you, this message is going to be that they're walking away from another relationship that they've had. And probably they've had this relationship since they've left you. They were probably in this relationship when they were with you, because they said the grass is not greener and they feel stupid. They weren't real with you, so they were lying to you. So right now they're going to walk away from the situation that they're in right now. What other messages here? So they definitely want to walk away. Yeah, because see, with this Seven of Cups here, they've had a lot of options. They've had a lot of options. And they were going with every single one of them. So the options that they had, they liked every single one of them, and they tasted out of every single cup. We also have the Magician. So that's the truth that they want to tell you. That, look, and you may want to walk away once you hear this. You may never want to talk to me again. But yeah, I had a lot of options when I was with you. And I tried every single one of them because I thought that the grass was greener on the other side. And now I feel stupid because I wasn't real with you. And now, of course, you have your guards up. How can you trust me? How can you make a clear decision? I want you to be blinded to what I've done to you in the past. But I know that you still, at any time, can unfold those knives, twirl around, and cut me from limb to limb. And that's what I'm afraid of. That's what your person is thinking, you know. And they do want to become the Magician and come forth and say something to you. I'm going to pull a few oracle cards here as well. What other love messages do we have for the sign of Aries? So you can definitely be dealing with a water sign as well. We do have cups involved. So we have communication, air, and we also have cups for emotion, so, or water. Water and air is what I'm seeing at this time. I'm also seeing a little bit of fire with this Magician in the red robe that he has on. A little bit of fire energy to me as well. I'm seeing shine through there. Angel, spirit guides, and ancestors, okay? What other messages do we have for Aries? What other oracle messages do we have for Aries here as far as their love is concerned? What other messages want to come through here for love? What other messages want to come through here for love? So this reading seems like it could be a bit specific at this time, but once again, keep in mind this is a general reading. You take what applies, the rest just throw it behind. That's okay as well, okay? What other messages do we have for Aries for love? What other messages do we have for Aries for love? What other messages? Yeah, because they definitely tried to leave you in the dust. They definitely tried to leave you in the dust there. We have rest and rejuvenation. Let's see what else we can pull out here. Door to spirit. Contract. We have journey. And also the temple path. So when I'm looking at these cards, I do see that he's going within with this rest and rejuvenation cards. He's going within to actually open up the door to his spirit, okay? So he's going within to find the door to the spirit realm, okay? Because he does want to make this right. When I'm looking at this, I'm seeing that he wants to even the scales. So that's what I'm seeing here. Now this says contract, but for me, I feel like this is justice as well. He wants to even these scales out with you and be honest with you and tell you the truth. You know, he wants to make this journey over to you, okay? He wants to make this journey over to you. Because he sees you as being his path. This is temple path, but to me this kind of reminds me of like a chapel or like a great place to do like wedding pictures, things of that nature. So this kind of reminds me of the Four of Wands, even though it's not. So that's what I always think of, like a family inside, or like people getting ready for a photo, a family portrait, a photo. So that's what it reminds me of, and it is right under the Magician card. So that's what he wants to bring to life, okay? So let's just look for a few more messages that they may want to say, a few more love messages for Aries here. A few more love messages here for Aries. Let's see here. What else would this person like to say to Aries? What else would this person like to say to Aries? Okay, so we have a heart and we also have star. So you're their heart and they look at you as being the star card, okay? They know that you're their wish come true. They know that you're their wishful fulfillment. They do know that. They do know that. And they do plan on making a move. What other messages here do they want to say to Aries? What other message do they want to say to Aries? Yeah, because I do feel like they do feel very stupid for making a mistake. Okay, so we also have the earth sign energy, staying grounded. So even with this rejuvenation, you know, you could be dealing with the earth sign, but also with this rejuvenation and rest, there could be a lot of meditation to keep him grounded so that he's able to make clear, decisive decisions to move forward towards you. Because he doesn't want you to say this is the same old song. He wants to be new and rejuvenated for when he sees you. Because keep in mind here that he's been daydreaming about you, okay? So with this card, it says, I daydream about the time we spent. So he's sitting up daydreaming about you. He always spies on you, he says. He always spies on you. And he also believes that, you know, with this card, it's saying, I truly love you. You're my one and only. So, you know, these are messages that he wants to let you know. He can't sleep at night. He finds it hard to eat, you know. So, Aries, this is what this person wants to tell you. So, in my opinion, you're actually, I feel like you're separated from this person. You're not around them. And it's really killing them. It's really killing them. Now they want to show you appreciation, you know? Now they want to, you know, use their higher enlightened third eye. You know, now they want to use that. Now they want to get spiritual. Now they want to open up that spiritual door and not use their first chakra only based upon animal and materialistic gain. You know, now they want to use their heart. Now they want to use their soul. Now they want to go through that door of spirituality. That's what they want. That's what they want. You know? That's exactly what they want. One more word of advice. Word of advice. Word of advice for Aries. Word of advice for Aries here. Word of advice, please. Just one more card. Angels, spirits, and ancestors. Looking for one more card. Okay, thank you. Thinking man. So with the thinking man, what I would suggest that you do is when this person comes back to you with this message, you hear them out and you weigh the pros and the cons. And you know your situation more than I do. Is it worth taking him back? Or, you know, was the Seven of Cups too much? Do you want to walk away? You decide.